I want to start a video showing you what was the route we took for going to our destination. It was the Pyrenees Mountains, which in this time is full of snow. And as you know, this is the first time I'm going to see snow, and I am very excited. So as you can see in the map, on our way we passed through few villages and also this beautiful stream. Look at this, it's so long. You're gonna see more about this during the video. Okay, so we left the hotel not that early in the morning, around 10 something, and we were very excited, especially me, because as I told you, this is the first time I'm gonna see snow. We were here in Tarbes last year, but it was like summer or spring season, so we didn't see snow. We went there. We're going to go now to the Pyrenees Mountains, but there was no snow. It was very cold, all green, kind of foggy, but we didn't see snow. So this time that we are now like in winter season is the opportunity to see snow, and I am definitely gonna see the snow, and I'm gonna just enjoy my time there. Maybe at this point some people wonder or ask themselves how it is possible that I have never seen snow. And the truth is that I haven't, because I mean I'm from Peru, especially Lima, and there is no snow in Lima. And despite of I travel a lot now, that doesn't mean I have been traveling my entire life. No, I mean in the past I used to work a lot and every day in order to pay the university and get an education. So the point is now that we're getting closer and closer to see the snow, and I am very excited. Wow, take a look at that church. I mean, it must has hundreds of years, like this town. I can look at this the whole day. It's so amazing. Oh, these are the machines to work the field. I have seen people working on the field using those machines, and that's cool too. Wow, look at this big park. I mean, the trees, I love it. I mean, I just simply love all these things, nature. I'm sure I'm not the only one. I mean, I just like it a lot, but I don't see myself living in a farm my whole life. I mean, I am not that kind of person. I also like city, but I like these places because they give me, I don't know, peace. It's kind of hard to describe it, but this is a beautiful place. The villages have hundreds of years, the houses too. I mean, this is an amazing place to live. And of course, I'm not trying to say that France is the only good place or the only country that has beautiful things. I mean, every country has their own beauties. And of course, my country, Peru, has beautiful places, Machu Picchu and more. But unfortunately, I haven't seen them. I mean, I haven't visited those places, so I cannot talk by experience. Oh, look at that. That stream is so nice. The water is so clear. I mean, you can see everything through it. Here we were driving. Look at that. Look, imagine to have that stream next to your house. And that must be amazing, you know? While we were driving, we wanted to get closer to the stream, but at the end we realized it was not a good idea in that area, so we kept driving. And we finally found the right place to stop the car. It's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Wow. Derecha?
They come over here. They get out of the fast moving water and they swim over here.
Wow. Careful. Okay people, let me know if this is now the most wonderful and peaceful view you have ever seen. I mean, I just see the water and I breathe, and everything I feel is just peace, and I don't know, it's very hard to describe it. But well, of course, as you can see here, we took pictures, some selfies, because we wanted to catch the moment and enjoy our time there, because you know we came here for work. My husband is working, and I came here also, well, to be with him and to work with him as well. And we're very good working together, so we make a very good team. My husband works a lot, so that is why it is very nice to have a time to spend it together as a couple. Now, well, we're in France, so we spend the weekends on doing fun things like visiting different places like this place, and it's very nice. We're very alike and we just enjoy simple things like this. I mean, we enjoy nature, we enjoy watching movies. I mean, we're very similar, so that's very good for us and that works very good for us. So if you have the opportunity to take some days off or use your weekend traveling, do it, because that is the best things you can do. But my suggestion will be always to visit places like this. I mean, where you can see God's creation, nature, trees, plants, animals. For us, this is the best, even better than the city. Okay, now we're gonna start going up and getting closer and closer to our destination.
Right?
Okay, so at this point we have to be more careful because as you can see the road is not wide and has many curves, so we have to be careful. But I'm confident, I feel okay because Jim is a very good driver, so he knows what he's doing.
Look at that down there.
Okay, here you can see the safety nets in case of an accident, because in case of rocks or stones fall. Oh, look at that, those waterfalls. Oh, they're so good. You can see many of them, and I saw many of them during the trip.
1954. Actually, you're right. Thousands of years old. Look at this. Thousands of years old.
And look at that house. I mean, that must be very old too. I mean, you can see by the bricks. Oh, those machines for electricity with water. And oh, that waterfall. Oh my god, now you can see it. Now we're getting closer and we can see the snow in the mountains. Oh, that day I was so excited. I was like a little girl saying, oh, the mountains. Oh, the snow, the snow. It was very nice. And Jim was very happy looking at me. It was very funny. I liked also the houses. If you can see those nice houses, I really like them. They're very nice. Here you can see a lot of farms, these old houses. I really like them. Now we're getting into a town. Oh, by the way, just listen to music. Jim and I would love this music, so we just like it. Okay, in this town you can see there is a lot of stores. We saw a lot of stores like the skiing implements, all what people need to go in ski in the mountains. That is another waterfall, very nice. And you imagine last year I was here with Jim and we drank the water from a waterfall, and it was it was cold, but it was very interesting. Okay, now as you can see we're getting like higher and we see these small like hotels where people stayed after they ski. They just stay there. They come in groups or just couples. Oh, here you see the people. Look at them. They're already walking to ski, and then we're gonna see them. That was very exciting. These were like I don't remember what churches. I don't remember. Oh, now we're getting close to snow. Look at the snow. I wanted to get out of the car and just start touching the snow and grabbing it and everything, but we couldn't stop because it's kind of dangerous, because you see the road is not wide, so we have to be very careful with that. Okay, now we can see more snow, and sorry if I am too excited of if you think I'm making the big deal for the snow. Maybe for you it's common where you live or it's normal, but not for me. I mean, this was the first time and you see all the snow. I was just enjoying myself 100%, and it was so nice. Here you see the buses of the groups when they come in big groups to ski. They come in those buses, then they stayed in the hotels we already saw in that town. Here we saw the chairs, look there in the air. where people are just with everything, all their implements, and going to the mountains to ski. Must be very excited. I don't know. Jim has a friend who does that, and he says she had accidents, so we have to be very careful. Look at that. It's nothing to do when you see the video that when you see it in person. I mean, it's totally different. You can see there a tiny person. Did you see it? Oh my god. Then you can see how big is this. Just stay there, feel the air, breathe, just that. Okay, this is it. This is the moment when I got out of the car and I finally saw the snow. Look at this. I mean, there is no comparison of now what I'm feeling, what I'm looking at this video, and when I was there in that moment. I mean, it was the most amazing thing. And as you can see here, of course we had to take pictures of us, and something funny was because Jim he made it like a snowball and he tried to throw it to me. Of course he didn't do it, but it was very funny. This is just something I cannot describe, and I don't know why I looked serious in that photo. Well, maybe because it was so cold, but we were so happy. I was so excited. As you can see, the road behind us is everything is covered. That is why we couldn't go higher. But look, I mean, look at that. It's snow. It's the mountains are so big. It's I don't know. I'm just now remembering when I was there, and it was just amazing. It was so cool, so cool. Okay, now it's time to grab the snow, because I always wanted to know how it feels. And it's completely different. I mean, I thought it was like the fridge when you see kind of ice in the fridge, but it's not like that. It's like a small balls, very tiny, like crystals. It's like that. It's very nice. I mean, I don't know I don't know how to say it, but it was something I finally did, and that's the amazing. That's the nice thing. Then I went to the other side of the road and tried to touch and feel more snow, so you can hear the sound. I mean, look how easy it's just fall. I mean, it was very nice. And then I decided that I wanted to do something I always wanted to do, and it was to try the snow, how it tastes. So that's what I did. I was trying to choose the better part of the snow, and I did it.
I like it.
It was fresh. I mean, there is no doubt about it. It was very fresh. It was very nice. So, okay, after that, it was too cold. So, Jim says, okay, we better be going. And it was with it. We just start leaving and see more people. Look at that couple. They are a great example of what living is about. Because people, there is no other life. We have to do things now. We have to enjoy life now. And these people are doing it. And this is so nice. I mean, I don't know, maybe I could learn this, we could learn this in the future, who knows, but nothing is impossible. I don't know what is gonna happen tomorrow. I'm gonna stay here a few weeks more, so I'm gonna have time. Maybe we come back here, or I don't know, we will know what's gonna happen, but I have had a great experience of this trip. I mean, coming here, looking everything, the streams, people here in France, in Tarbes, they are so nice. I love this place. Everything was good. Everything was good. The farms, the cows, we just had a great experience. But again, now that we're returning, we're going home, we have to be very careful in these roads, because you know they're not white, and if you see that red thing, that indicates there was an accident. And accidents here is, I mean, it would be the last thing you would do, because we were in a very high place. Okay, now we're going home, and yeah, this was cool because we were going through Lourdes. That is a nice place. Maybe we're gonna go another day here to spend more time, and I can explain you more about that.
Whenever you need someone, lay your heart in hand in one.
And here we are. We're very hungry, and we finally got to McDonald's. And this McDonald's surprised me a lot because it's very different of the McDonald's I'm used to in Lima, in Peru. It was very different, and now you will see why. Here, as you can see, it was raining, so we say, okay, let's enter quickly because it's gonna get worse later. At first, everything looked normal, but then you go to that machine, and it's like a smart machine, like ATM, where you just tap your order and you choose all the things you want to buy. It was interesting. I mean, it's the first time I have seen this, so Jim has been there before, so that is why he knew how to do it. The thing is, you choose all your food, then they give you the receipt. You can pay it with that machine, put in your card, or you can pay it in front, right? So this is what we order. We have the hamburger, simple hamburger, or a Big Mac, hamburger, potato, and we had soda. It was very good, and as you can see also, it was still raining. It was raining a lot. We had a very good time there, and then we had to go back to the car and go home finally after a long day. And this was our day for today. We had a great time. Oh, that is the office where my husband is working, and those are some of his airplanes. Oh, I love cows. The fields now are empty, but last year when we were here, they were full of corn. And what my husband was telling me is that what they do is 1 year they plant like corn, for example, and then the next year they don't plant. In that way, they let the fields rest. Thank you very much for watching the whole video. This is a great experience for me and my husband, and we just want to share all of this with all of you. So don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next adventure. I love you. Bye bye.